Hello and welcome to a new episode of Take From Me. Do you also want to know how to make new from old, how you can tie-dyeing in reverse? Stick around and I'll show you how easy and quick it can be. So this is a bit like unwrapping presents. What do we have here? We definitely need gloves. I've got black disposable gloves here, which you can't see well against the black t-shirt. You can also use the really thick ones. Then we definitely need the same, also called a thick toppings in Dutch. I have the, now from the action, it's pretty much in every profession. Supermarket in various forms, so thickened bleach is definitely here, which includes sodium chloride and sodium hydroxide. And if there's something written on it about can ruin your clothes, then this should be the right thing. Otherwise, Google it or ask the people in the store. I'd say depends on what you need it for. So they don't worry, you're suddenly going to do so much the same. Then we definitely need grain or a rubber band.
I'm using what I have now. I've only got grain here.
If you have rubber bands, they work great. Feel free to also use rubber bands. Then, of course, we need garments. Cotton, so this is a t-shirt made of 100% cotton, nicely dyed, that we accept the bleach really well, because the more plastic there is in a piece of clothing, the less you will see less effect. Then I have this skirt here that's been around for a while. It's exciting because it's already damaged here and also at the back pockets. Plus here I tried something out. And I'd like to add a bit more. Don't miss this news blog. Let's see if and how it works. Then I have a box here. You can start working in a sink or in the shower from the beginning. I found it difficult to film, so I have this clear plastic thing here. A box selected for you. Preferably rinse it under running water until you feel that the clothes are clean. Pasta won't be dyed out anymore, as it will be shortly. 99% comes out and then off it goes into the washing machine. Exactly, so a box, a sink. Take a bathtub, whatever you need. I've got a plastic cover here. I want to just lay out the clothes moistened with water and see how I manage them. So I don't work with bleach on this mat. Everything I do with the bleach only in my closet or in the sink, but I have this mat here so I can better shape the damp clothes and not completely drenching my table in the process. Doing very important now.
In the end, works in
well
one.
ventilated room.
So bathroom, window, forest, to whoever wants can also put on a mask. Smells pretty strong, but I've done it too. I'll take more. It is
absolutely doable.
Goodbye. I also enjoy doing this outside, but I make sure that none of this bleach ends up in nature on your terrace and that it then seeps into the ground. But please use the drain. Get rid of it. And every now and then I need to flush my drain, and for that it's good to do such projects once in a while. And this very thing also ensures that strange things that accumulate in a drain like that then dissolve again, and yes, then I've caught two birds with one stone. For to battle, I'd say let's get started. I'm going to moisten my clothes now and then we'll see how we... Goodbye. Yes, what's the word? Reverse tie-dye. So in German, backwards. That's where I go, backwards. I have just dampened the whole thing with water. That's why I'm not wearing gloves yet, and laid it out. Now we need to decide which design we want. If you want a typical tie-dye spiral, then feel free to grab both fabrics here and twist until you've twisted the entire t-shirt, and then that with your rubber bands or pulling your cord, I prefer it a bit more rustic.
And therefore, she means
Just a shame.
until
Done
next
them.
time.
With the skirt, I mainly want to talk about
Off to draw.
and will therefore work a bit closer with lead here and just make my way in this direction. I might just beat the whole thing again and leave a big part here, so I'll also have it here. Can leave really big stains. Now I'm going to see if, as I said, we work with what we have. My band is also enough.
Subtitled by the Margaret Archme.
That was really such an absolute last minute project, and hope that I can achieve beautiful results with it too.
Tying the roast.
So anyone who roasts regularly might start it like this too. And and let's put it simply now, just a tip, when we open it up after applying bleach and giving it a quick rinse and notice, oh, something's missing, there are any stains missing, or I want to add some accents here, then we'll click that afterwards. Picking up my milk. Next we put everything in our bin, in our sink, or whatever we want to use, and can add our bleach. Are you ready? Open the bleach. You can also mix it all with water, and to put it into a spray bottle or into another bottle. But I want to achieve more dramatic effects, so I'm doing it straight from this bottle. I am now just going to talk a bit about my t-shirts. You never know what happens, so it's really like a blind date with fate each time. Does it work? Are those nice spots? Are you satisfied with the results afterward? I'm doing this now over my skirt too. That's really not a particularly nice smell, but
It's only for a short time. It's bearable.
Bonus.
worth it. So if you have clothes that you don't like much anymore, that you want to jazz up a bit, then you can work quite well with the bleach. I think it's also just nice to experiment. Here I see could add a bit more. You can see already rosan item.
Ready, so here.
Yeah, now a red dye is slowly appearing. I believe when basically the color pigments present in it separate or react differently, and with the denim sitting, it takes a bit longer. So my t-shirt reacted wildly. I'd say I'll take care of that now. The jeans section, that still needs attention.
A bit longer in the blue.
Red and blue following. I'll leave that for a moment, and now I'm here with this t-shirt. Let's see if I can even open it here with my gloves on. Otherwise, I'm happy to use scissors. I'd say let's quickly check if it fits, and then I'll rinse it out very quickly. Rinse repeatedly under running water until it feels the same coming out. Then I can proceed with the whole thing later as well. So wash it properly. Let's see. Yes, so there are some really nice spots on it. I am happy with it, but I would say, just to show you that you can indeed set accents deliberately, I'll do here. Throw something in, so you could technically add some more here.
See you next time.
Was that just now the right shape that aimed for me? No idea. You could also set a heart. You could also apply a stencil. Accent number 1. Now let's see if I can do the whole thing. together
Subtitles by Stephanie Guy.
a little squirt here. It can be beautified, and I'll also take a look at the back. I might do the back side too. So depending on which bottle you work for, speak.
This word was by Chancellor Angela
As
Dorn.
said also,
Incorporate some more delicate elements as well.
I have essentially it's up to your imagination, but also fate and gravity.
Every freedom taken, you can see.
These structures are now a bit slower. They are not quite as intense as the slightly older ones. So the more time one has, the longer you wait, the more striking the contrast becomes.
And I'd say
I'll just start rinsing this off. You can slowly start to see it on my skirt too. That discolorations are showing up. I think I'll open it now so you can see where we are at.
Subtitles by Diamara.org.
And then we'll meet again after it's been properly hand washed or machine washed once.
And kneaded well.
So if I can just untie this knot now, then we have one. The moment of truth. It's a surprise every time. Wow, look at that. That's definitely a pretty stark contrast. Now I can ask myself again, is something missing? Am I satisfied with this? Do I maybe want something more here? But I think
See you next time.
that's okay. And in the back, yes, good. I might put a little accent on the bag too. And until I've washed the t-shirt, one can look back and then, are we ready yet? Done. I've washed and dried the stuff and I'm super happy. But even if you notice, oh, something went wrong, the stains look weird. Done. Please keep the stopper. I'm sure we will in the future. Find more cool projects where we can even stop TikTok, be able to use, make someone happy, turn old into new. I will give this t-shirt to my friend Fernanda tomorrow on this period. A very kind regards to you. And I hope you had fun. Feel free to write to me what you've tried, whether it worked or not, and what you'd like to see from me in the future. Looking forward to next time and saying until then,